This is James Lomenzo.
I'm Dirk Verburen.
I'm Dave Mustaine.
I'm Kiko Loureiro.
And this is Tales from the Metaverse on Pandora. We were just in San Sebastian, Spain. We were doing a festival over there. What was the name of that festival? Do you guys remember?
There's a Resurrection
Festival in there?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. We played there back in the compound. Guys from Judas Priest and Kiss were right next to us. And I remember seeing the manager for Kiss, Doc McGee, and my family was with me, so they went over and talked to him because Doc lives out in Tennessee where we do. And it was interesting because I saw Paul walk up, and Paul and I have become friends, and I went over to him and I said, "Hey, I saw your art," and he goes, "Oh yeah." And I told him, I said, there was this one painting you had that was really colorful and I liked it. I said, I don't know shit about painting. Your work could be a dog turd for all I know, but I liked it. I thought it was cool. I told him, I said, I could really see having one of my custom guitars painted. Not by him, but a section of maybe one of his paintings, I mean, I wasn't going to say not by him, somebody else, but, I have all your records. Yeah, my hair used to be long, that stupid Spinal Tap stuff. And for some weird reason, I think Gene likes giving me a hard time because we went over to go take a picture with them, and Gene was in his uniform, and I hear this guy go, "Hello, me, it's me. Hello, me, it's me." And it wasn't, the line, "Hello, me, meet the real me," or whatever. And I look up, and it's Gene Simmons singing my lyrics, and I thought, what a blast. Who would ever have thought this would happen? And I thought, okay, so now you have a chance to make your mind up. You're going to tell him the right lyrics and risk getting smashed by the gargoyle boot, or are you going to just let him say it wrong and just ride this one out? So I didn't say anything, and that was cool. We've always had a fun time when we play with Kiss, too. Yes, I do, and it was not that pleasant. I was at the Concrete Foundations Forum in Los Angeles, and we had just won, I think, our 6th award at that event. We were basically, we were just winning every category, and we'd gone into this one room, and they were talking to the guys in Kiss, and they wanted us to share the podium with them because we had been doing the press tour and the junket. For whatever reason, the press troupe had crossed and landed in the same room at the same time. You know what I mean? And so I'm up on the stage. One of my guys are up on the stage, and then Paul and Gene are up on the stage. And somebody says, "So, hey, Gene, how about a Kiss reunion?" And I said, "Yeah, Gene, how about a Kiss reunion?" And he goes, "How about a Metallica reunion?" And I went, because Cliff had died, and I thought it was just not good form. And I don't know if it bothered me that much at the time. It doesn't bother me anymore, but at the time it was really, really, again, really foreign to know that somebody that you've looked up your whole life to as a musician knows who you are. It's really, really a weird feeling. When I was a kid, it would be easier to tell you what ones I didn't like. But I think I liked, no offense to any of the guitar players that came after Ace, but I'm an Ace Frehley fan. And no offense to any of the drummers that Kiss has had over the years, but for me, the first Kiss was my band. That was my jam. Judas Priest was a band that I actually paid for dearly growing up. I had Sad Wings of Destiny album. I was playing it at my house that I was living in at the time, which was my older sister's house. Her husband came home, which was a 6'6" Scottish guy. He was the chief of police in Stanton, California. Heard me listening to Judas Priest and smacked me in the face. And I was literally gobsmacked, but I was just blown away that he hit me in the face. So I figured I was going to really love this band now just to spite you. And I was a big Judas Priest fan for a long time, and we ended up going out on tour with them on the Painkiller tour. And I think all of this started because of Glenn Tipton being such an out-of-sight guitar player. He was just so great. And we had gone to Rock in Rio back in 1992, and they had played right above us in the lineup. And I remember Glenn took me out after the show. We went cruising and looking for trouble to get into, and I had the greatest time ever in Rio de Janeiro back in 1992. So I will always cherish that. And I saw him at the show in San Sebastian in Barcelona. I mentioned in the KISS comments. And Glenn, as you may know, has Parkinson's disease. And so he was with his minder, and he was walking to the compound backstage, and I saw him, and my eyes just opened wide. This is my hero. And so I walked up to him and I grabbed his face and I kissed him on both sides of his face, and I said, Glenn, I love you. I'm so happy to see you. We talked for a little bit, and it's scary and sad for me because I just lost two parents to dementia and Alzheimer's, and Parkinson's is not really that much different. You start to watch your loved one kind of leave very slowly. It's like the longest goodbye you'll ever say. I remember asking him, do you mind? We were approached to do a tribute record for you guys. You're getting inducted into the Hall of Fame, evidently, and we were asked to do a song for you. And I said, I'd really love to have your blessing on something. I said, what song would you like to hear me play for you guys? And he thought about it for a second, and I didn't know if I felt like I had given him a question that he didn't want to answer or couldn't at the time. So I felt like, just make a suggestion, the one you're thinking about, Dave, and see what he thinks, because you don't want to say something if you don't know his condition that, he may not be able to answer you. And then what happens? If I'm not aware of his day-to-day condition and I ask him a question, he gets upset and shows affected because, I wanted to ask him about a song to record. That's not cool. So I played that really carefully, asking him, and I told him, I said, we're thinking about doing a song off of was it Killing Machine? Is that the one that was on?
Yep.
Yeah, and would you mind if we did the song Delivering the Goods? And he goes, yeah. And then he came up to me a little bit later and he goes, no, I've been thinking, it's absolutely right for you. It's absolutely right. And I thought, you're back. Wow, this is great. I love you, and to have his endorsement on what song to do. I think a lot of people expected us to do something different, the suggestions everyone else had. I had the same answer for them. Do you know what a falsetto is? Do I have a falsetto? I don't, so I can't sing that song. So we had to find something that had a falsetto, or if there was falsetto in the song, we had to make the guitar and the voice combine to emulate that, which was an art in itself. It's my favorite Judas Priest song now. I think Judas Priest has influenced myself with the twin guitar attack, where I knew that I needed to have a great guitar player with me, whether I was playing the role of Glenn or I was playing the role of KK. I wanted to make sure that I had that power, that cool factor, twin guitar attack. And the individual frontman that didn't sing, I probably, in all honesty, thought that we were going to have a frontman in the beginning, and that's what my goal was, because that's all I'd really known up until then. Panic had a frontman, Metallica had a frontman, a lot of the big bands I've toured with have had frontmen, and once I parted ways with Metallica and went home, that's where the whole, you need to sing thing came into play. And it's cool, too, because I get an opportunity to ask greats like Rob Halford how where do you get your inspiration? What do you do for your voice when it's done? I remember he had these little Korean gin. They were honeybee, ginseng. It was like Panax, ginseng, and beeswax or something you would take. And he swore by those, and I didn't think they did nothing, but I tried them. And, that's a cool thing when you have someone you can look up to. Like I did that with Bruce Dickinson when I had the cancer in my throat too. I was able to call him up and ask him, what should I do?